Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al getting in contact with you guys talking about Toshi. Listen very carefully. Right now, we are in fear and greed. We're at 20. So that is very, very much fear in the market. But I noticed at the same time that Bitcoin is rising. So take a look at the Bitcoin, and right now it's rising back up to 86,000. The funny thing about it is, even though these attitudes and these emotions of fear are going on, we're really not that far off from the all-time high for Bitcoin, which is just a little bit over 100,000. So really, to be honest with you, we're not that far off from a pop off either way. Now, we know that there's a lot of volatile things going on in the markets, a lot of volatile things going on in the world, but we're not phased by that. That doesn't really matter to us. The thing is that right now we're looking for a bargain. Eventually, all of these things are going to shake themselves out, and we know that things are going to improve. Also, mathematically, we know that Bitcoin will be many multiples. We're not even worried about that. The thing about scarcity and supply and demand, we know that eventually Bitcoin's going to be up, other things are going to be up. Ethereum's if deflationary. There's a lot of other things that are going on behind the scenes. But in my personal opinion, remember, nothing we say here is financial advice, but in my personal opinion, there are people, not just circumstances, but there are people that are manipulating the markets, trying to keep everything down, shaking out as many people as they can before we get to the bull run that we're looking for as far as the effects of the bull run. So, my personal opinion, best thing to do right now, if you don't have money, start saving, trying to get some money to invest. If you do have money, try to dollar cost average a little bit. If you're somewhere in the middle, that means don't go all out, but do what you can. We don't want to start taking our emergency money, our bill money, our rent money, doing all that kind of stuff. We're not about that. We're just about, making some good solid investments. Let's look at Toshi real quick. Now, I'm noticing right here. Let's see. Let's go to the 1 day first of all. 1 day Toshi is up 7%. Right now, if you told me that I could get Toshi with three zeros and a five, if you told me that a while ago, I would not believe you. But it is happening. And right now, the bargain is here. When I say the bargain, we know that Toshi is definitely the face of base, as far as like it's going to be the face of base in an even greater way to come. So at the moment right now, I would say that Coinbase is just now getting their footing under them. They're just now getting the SEC off their freaking backs, so to speak. Uh, they're finally getting a little bit of traction, and that does not necessarily reflect in the price, but it does reflect in the fact that the SEC has called the dogs off. So we don't think we'll ever have to worry about the Securities and Exchange Commission messing with Coinbase ever again. Coinbase had deep enough pockets that they were like, "Hey, you know what? Y'all gonna sue us? We're gonna sue you back." And you know what? The SEC had to back off. Now that we've gotten rid of the people that they had in charge with the SEC, Gary Gensler's gone. A lot of those other people are gone. Even though we're not seeing the full fruition of what is going to happen positive, we do know that Coinbase is more free to do what they need to do now. So it's almost like starting again, but that's all right because I don't mind starting again with Toshi. Take a look. Like I said, it's up on the 1 day. If I look at the 7 day, would be so bold. If you take a look right here, the 7 day, it is down 26%. Now, in my personal opinion, I said nothing we say here is financial advice. I am definitely going to DCA as much as I possibly can. I'm not going to lose my shirt, but at the same time, I'm going to DCA. We want to get in there and we want to get our average down. Full disclosure, I am already invested in Toshi, so I am working my average in this direction. So let's go ahead and look a little bit further at the 1 month. That's even more down. This is, in my opinion, as a person who's basically a mathematician and does a lot of math, this is exciting for me because we're way down, and I know that Toshi's going way back up. So if I can do the math, I can tell you that we're going to see some major profits sooner or later. Maybe not this month, maybe not next month, but if I hold Toshi, I know that I'm going to get some multiples on top of multiples. This is how you get the 100x. You got to go way down in order to get way back up. And if you don't use your math and your common sense, that's where you're going to fail. When other people are very afraid, when we see plays like this that are part of the largest exchange in the United States of America. And hopefully, now that the regulations have been removed from them, well, not regulations, but all of the lawsuits have been removed from them, Coinbase will grow even greater. Now, when we see all of these things happening and we see the freedom that's going on, we take a look at this and we see that as an advantage. We look at this as an opportunity. Now, let's look at the 1 year. Ironically, even though we see all of that falling, take a look at the 1 year. Toshi is up over 250% over the 1 year. That is a lot, guys. That is a whole lot. So just saying, it's up 3.5 times what it was 365 days ago. Now, the thing that we have to see as crypto investors is that we can't be trying to buy something this month and then look for a 20x next month. That's not the way it works. And that's also the reason why there are so many people who do not do well in crypto because they don't have the patience to be in it. The reason why a lot of people are in crypto is to get a quick buck. And that is not going to be the answer. Not all the time. I mean, every now and then something good might happen, especially in a bull market. When you see something fall, you can get a quick rise. But that is not the way crypto works. Crypto works very similar to stocks. The thing about it is there's just a greater opportunity as far as multiples most of the time with crypto. But I know I've had some stocks to do some multiples and like some major multiples. So the same thing that's happening with crypto is happening in stocks as well. But this is the thing with crypto investors, are they're not as patient on average as a stock investor. Stocks, we'll say hold it 3 to 5 years and just let it sit. You don't say that with crypto. If you're holding it 3 to 5 months, the majority of crypto investors are sweating and wondering what the heck is going on. So that's what we have to look at there. Just a little bit of a heads up on that. So let's keep it moving a little bit, talking about Toshi. This is going to be a great opportunity. Like I said, nothing we say is financial advice. I'm looking. This is the 4 hour. I'm noticing that how no matter how far it falls, eventually Toshi starts coming back up. You see all of these green candles as we make our way. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. At the time of this recording, let me say it like that. Wow, a lot of green at the 1 hour. So currently, Toshi is making a rise back up. Now, I will say this. If you're DCAing right now, this is a great opportunity. And I'm not saying that it's going to keep rising, but even if it is, the majority of you guys, your average, if you are invested, is not quite this low. So do yourself a favor and make sure that you keep doing your research and keep things going. Let me show you something I really like on base. Not on base, but I guess it is base as far as like the Toshi. This is X, and this is one of the little, I would say, the posts on X. It says Toshi, our kingdom is strong. And right here, we got the little Toshi guy here, and it looks pretty cool. There's a knight that's holding up the Toshi guy, and they're looking out at the kingdom. I'm going to say this. Coinbase is strong. Coinbase has more assets, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but Coinbase has more assets than any other crypto exchange as far as I remember. But as far as assets are concerned, I think they have pretty much the most. As far as their actual exchange as far as it's concerned. I think it's maybe number 2 or 3, but definitely it's not the number one exchange. But Toshi is going to be strong. Coinbase is going to be strong. I'm encouraging you guys, do not miss out on the face of base. I'm not going to say much more about it, but what I will say is that we want to make absolutely sure that we don't miss out on this opportunity. Um, I want to say surefire winner, and since I'm not supposed to say financial advice, but I will say this much: if you want a surefire investment, that hey, I'm just going to let this sit and let it grow, I would absolutely be invested in Toshi. This is Al with Real Life Investing. Leave us a comment. Make sure that you stay with us, and stay positive. Have a good day.
Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Investing. And thank you for watching.